Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane back again for another stock pick of the day. It is November 22nd. We are going to take a look at Medtronic. We have actually covered them several months back, I believe, but we are going to take a look at them again today. Let's jump right into the video. So if you want to know more about Medtronic, check them out at www.medtronic.com. That is their homepage where I pulled this information from. The Garage Gang, Earl Bacon, a graduate student in electrical engineering, and his brother-in-law, Palmer Hermansley, I'm probably butchering that name, an enterprising engineer started a repair business focused on medical electronics. They named it Medtronic, and that is what they still do today, medical equipment. The pair were driven by passion, a deep purpose to use their scientific and entrepreneurial skills to help others. As the work increased, they added a handful of employees. They called themselves the Garage Gang, a reference to their Spartan office and two boxcars used as a garage at the Hermansley family's Minneapolis home. Again, if you want to know more about them, check them out, medtronic.com. Some of the equipment that they provide for cardiovascular, diabetes, they actually have a heart valve, right? Electronic heart valve that they provide, diabetes services, medical, surgical. They have their hand in AI technology and neuroscience, so brain surgery and that sort of thing as well. Now, the reason we are taking a look at them, Medtronic was down 5.3% today. Again, we are talking about Medtronic, ticker MDT, out of the healthcare sector. Closed out the day at $77.93. 52-week range as low as $76.60, as high as $115.61. Definitely closer to that 52-week low. Average volume is 6.459. Today's volume was 16.5, so obviously a lot of selling. That's why you saw it. Market cap 103.581 billion, a beta of 0.78, so they are less volatile than the overall market. They do have a PE ratio that is a little higher than I like at 20.14. Earnings per share is $3.87. Their next earnings date actually would have been today, so that may be, I'd have to go and look to see what they spit out today at their earnings report, as that may be why they're down. Maybe their earnings are down, and that would be reflective in this drop in stock price. Forward dividend is $2.72 paid out on the year. They do pay out quarterly, so divide by 4. You'll see the quarterly amount here in a minute. Yield is at 3.35%. That is a nice yield. Ex-dividend date was September 22nd. I believe they would have paid out in October. We'll see that here in the future as well. And according to Yahoo Finance, where I pulled this information from, not affiliated, just where I like to pull information from, they have a one-year target estimate of $103.61 for the stock price. Now, I always recommend going to more than one source, so we're going to jump over to stockanalysis.com, another one I'm not affiliated with, just like to pull the information from there. And I always recommend more than one source for information, at least 2, preferably 3 or 4, just to make sure that the information you are getting is accurate. Now, according to the 34 stock analysts that they have had to take a look at this, they call it a consensus buy. They have a low estimate of $85.85 for stock price, which it currently sits lower than their lowest estimate. So if it went back up, that would be a 10.21% increase. If it happened to hit their average price of $107.15, that would be a 37.55% increase in stock price. And then if it was to hit their high, $149.42, that would be a 91.81% increase in stock price. And if you bought them now, you would be collecting that just over 3% dividend yield along the way. Now, this is where I would typically show you my position. I do not have a position, so I have included some additional information in this slide. Like I said, they are a quarterly payer. They do pay out 0.68 cents per share, so 68 cents per share there. They have a payout ratio of 66.20%. I like to look for anything under 75%. They have a pretty nice dividend growth of 8.26%. So this one is growing, and that's what I like to see. Payout ratio relatively low, continuing to grow that dividend. So that is really it for Medtronic. These are quick hitters trying to find value in the market. Anytime I see a stock that has dropped 4, 5, 6, 7%, even if I've covered it before, I will probably cover it again if I do not find anything else. I had a lot of green in my portfolio. So with Medtronic reporting today, you may want to go look at their earnings if you are interested in them. But don't let short-term pain discourage you from a company that may provide long-term gain? And actually, these are the times you would like to see or find your entry point into companies whenever they are having a bit of a pullback because of some potential short-term gain. And make sure it is short-term gain or short-term pain, rather, but that their future still remains intact and that the profitability of the company is not in jeopardy, right? That is what we're looking for. Healthcare is a good sector during downturns in the market and during prolonged contractions, recessions, depressions, that sort of thing. People can't really put off medical procedures for very long, or you end up in a box in the ground. So it typically does well during inflationary times and recessionary times as well. So maybe one to look at, maybe one to add to your watch list. Again, do your own research. Don't blindly trust some guy on YouTube. I'm just an average guy just like you out there, so I'm not the smartest guy. Let me know in the comment section down below if you are a Medtronic shareholder. What do you think about the company? And if you've looked at their earnings report, what is the negatives that may have been presented today that had them drop so much? As always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up, ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Medtronic. Let me know what you think about the video. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, suggestions for future topics, or constructive criticism. Go ahead and drop it all down below. And this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great week and a happy Thanksgiving coming up for you. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion. Investing in your education and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. Can't lose money. You should never invest any amount you're not comfortable with. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria. Seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.